So good morning students. Today this is our first chapter for the second semester and this is chapter number 4. Okay, and the name of the chapter is agriculture. So let us see the introduction, and the introduction is importance of the agriculture. So in this topic, especially in this topic, we will learn why agriculture is important. Okay, so here you can see agriculture plays a crucial role in the economy of developing countries and provide the main source of food, income and employment to their rural population. Agriculture can help to reduce raise income and improve food security for 80% of the world's poor who live in the villages. So students, agriculture is very important for the developing countries as their economy is totally depend on agriculture, since they don't have good industries like modern industries, and they are not good in science and technologies. So that's why their economy is totally depend on agriculture. So that's why agriculture plays a crucial role in the economy of developing countries, and it provides food, income and employment to the population of that developing countries. Okay, and agriculture can help to reduce the poverty of the countries, and it also raise the income of the people and improve the food security, also improve the food security of the 80% of the world's poor who lives in the villages. Okay, and currently 25% of the world's land is used in the cultivation. But not only the developing countries, beside developing countries, some developed countries are also worried about the condition of the agriculture of their country. So that's why they are also working very hard, or they are also trying their level best to improve the condition of the agriculture in their countries. Especially here some countries from Europe, North America, Australia and Brazil, recently from Brazil, China and India, they've started to use better quality of seeds, fertilizer and pesticide and organic manures to get higher yield, and so that they can feed their population and as well as they can export to the other countries. Okay, it is most important occupation of the men because nearly 2/3 of the labor force of today's is engaged in the agriculture. So agriculture is very important occupation of the men because almost 2/3 of the labor force of today's is engaged in the agriculture, means 2/3 population of the world are engaged in the agriculture. Okay, now the importance of agriculture is as follows. Source of livelihood. So the agriculture is the source of livelihood for the human being. Okay, for the men. Approximately 70% of the people of these countries, especially 70% of the people of the developing countries, are directly they are depend on the agriculture for their livelihood. Okay, here contribution to the national income. So agriculture of any country, it may be of developing or the developed countries, it contribute to the national income. So here it is written agriculture is the main source of the national income for the most of the developing countries. Third point we have here, supply of the food as well as the fodder. So agriculture sector provide food and fodder for the domestic animals. So students, agriculture not only provide food for the human being or for beside this it also provide the food for the domestic animals. Okay, next point we have significance of agriculture in international trade. And nowadays due to the development in the science and technology, agriculture has become highly scientific. So that's why because of that, in a small area or the small plot of the land, one can yield very huge amount of the crops or the food grains, and because of that country can produce much more than it required to feed its population, and surplus crops can be exported to the other countries and can earn good amount of the capitals. Okay, so here crops like sugar, tea, rice, spices, then tobacco, coffee, okay, these items can be export, or these items are being exported by the countries, and this export is totally depend, or this trade is totally depend on the agriculture. Now next point here we have source of raw material. So agriculture is a source of raw material for the many industries also, okay, especially for the industries, for the sugar industries or oil industries, some edible oil industries, they are totally depends on the agriculture. Suppose sugar industries are depend on the sugarcane, and sugarcane comes from the agriculture, right? Similarly oil industries are also depends on the crops like mustard, like nuts, and then coconut. So all these crops are raw material for the industries, okay. So agriculture is the source of raw material for the industries also, okay. Next here we have economic development. So economic development of a nation depends on the agriculture growth rate, okay. So when we talk about the development of a countries, it is totally depend on agriculture and the industries, okay? So in the development of a nation or of a country, these agriculture play a very important role, okay. Now next we have here factors affecting agriculture. So let us see what are the factors that affect the agriculture, or let us see the factors on which the agriculture is depend, okay. So first here we have climate. So climate is the very important factor in which agriculture is depend on, okay. So especially when we talk about the climate, then it comes temperature and the rainfall, okay. So here you can see temperature and rainfall are the main factors required to grow a particular crop. Moreover, different crops require different temperature and rainfall during their growing period, okay. So temperature and the rainfall are the main sub factor, we can say, of the climate on which the growth of a crop is depend. Some crop need high amount of heat or the temperature, high temperature, and some required very less temperature. Some required high amount of rainfall, some required very low amount of rainfall, okay. So especially when we talk about the rice, so rice grows especially on those areas which is higher temperature and higher rainfall. So that's why what we do, we grow mostly the rice during the rainy season, and it is because rice need more temperature and more rainfall. And similarly if you talk about the mustard, then mustard required very low temperature and very less amount of the rainfall, okay, less amount of water. So that's why, so especially mustard is grown especially during winter season, as it required very low temperature and very less amount of rainfall, okay. Next we have here soil. The soil requirement too differs from crop to crop. Example, wheat is mostly grown in the alluvial soil, whereas cotton needs water retentive black soil, okay. So crop, so for agriculture soil also play an important role, so it is also a factor. Some crops need alluvial soil, and some grow well in the black soil, some grow well in loam soil, and some grow well in the clay soil. So if you talk about the wheat, then wheat mostly grow in the alluvial soil, and similarly if you talk about the cotton, then cotton need black soil. And if you talk about the rice, then rice required clay soil and the loamy soil. Rice grows well in the clay and the loamy soil, and similarly potatoes, tomatoes, then cucumber are grown in the sandy soil. They grow well in the sandy soil. So that's why soil is also a important factor which affect the agriculture, okay. Next we have here topography, okay. Third here we have topography. So all the crops are not grown on similar terrain. Example, plains are mostly suitable for wheat and sugarcane, whereas tea and coffees are best grown on the well drained hill slope. So students, topography of the land is also very important for the agriculture. So because all the crops are not grown in the same kind of terrain. When we talk about the rice, wheat and sugarcane, These food grains or these crops are mostly grown in the plain areas, and when we talk about the tea and coffees, they are mostly grown in the hilly region. So that's why you might have heard about the Darjeeling. It is very famous for the tea, since Darjeeling is situated on the hills. Okay, it is situated on the hills, so it is very popular for the its tea garden. So mostly tea gardens and the coffees plants are grown on the hilly area. Okay, beside these, oranges are also grown in the hilly area. Then apples are also grown in the hilly area. And when we talk about the coconut are mostly found in the coastal area. Okay, so that's why topography is also very important for the growing of the crop, for the agriculture. Uh, uh, all the crops cannot be grown in the same kind of the topography, same kind of the land. Okay, next here we have growing seasons. So different crop require different lengths of the growing season. For example, cotton needs 200 days, therefore it cannot be grown in the British climate, whereas oats can be grown in the northern part of the UK because they have very short growing season. Thus the factors such as transport, market, capital, labor, and government policy also influence the agriculture. The main cropping season in India are as follows: Kharif season, Rabi season, and Zaid season.